Hi, Holly here again with Light Seeds Reiki for Animals. I'm going to try to answer an unanswerable question. I've been asked this a few times, and so I want to address this question in a video and see if maybe I can explain it. I've been asked what it feels like to connect with an animal to do this Reiki work. And it's such an energetic, spiritual, internal, non-physical process that I don't have physical words to represent it. If you have if you are perhaps an energy practitioner yourself or any kind of spiritual person, you might understand it better. Part of my issue is that there aren't really words to describe how it feels. And part of my issue is that it's different for every situation, it's different for every animal. But here goes, I'll try. I have a process that I go through partly from training, partly from my own knowledge, my own intuition. I can talk. And over the time that I've been doing this kind of work, I've developed more of a knowing. There are various clairs, as you may be aware of: the clairsentience, clairaudience, which is where you hear spirit, clairvoyance, which is where you see. I have a knowing. It's just that the thoughts or senses are just suddenly there in my brain. I didn't create them. And so when I create a connection with an animal, one of the reasons that I need a photo is because I'm looking in their eyes, and that's how I kind of sense them to begin with, a little bit of sense of their physicality. But when I close my eyes and go into that place and start my internal process, I get the knowing. And it's like nonverbal conversation. That's the best way I can explain it. Whether I get communication from the animal or not, it's still a conversation because I'm reading their energy. I've had pets that didn't know what I was doing, who I was, why I was there, leave me the heck alone. So I back off energetically and explain briefly and I always ask permission to work with them. As I come up with new techniques or I'm taught new techniques, I can try different methods of connecting to see what fits this animal the best. And once I create that connection, or once I recognize that connection in my mind, the way I prefer to work is to speak out loud. Even though the animal's not here in my physical presence, I speak out loud, directing my energy at them. And again, if you don't understand how energy and spirit work, you may not be understanding what I'm saying, but I'm trying. So, in other words, even if I'm not having a conversation, a back and forth conversation with an animal who's giving me information deliberately, I'm sensing it. I'm sensing what may be discomfort in the body. I'm sensing discomfort in the spirit. I might sense an energy glitch. I might sense something that they're asking for. And this is secondary to my doing the energy work. That's my primary purpose, is to offer a Reiki energy healing. But the knowingness, the information is secondary to that and usually will support that work. So I hope that if you can understand energy and intuition and being psychic and intuitive, that you can understand what I'm saying. To me, it's a very sacred process, but it's also something that's so internal and so spiritual that, as you can tell, I stumble over my words when I try to explain it. But that's how important this work is to me, that I can sense the animal's energy the minute we connect. So I will do everything I can to foster that connection and then to release them to do the work themselves. Thanks for listening. I hope you will look me up at lightseedsbyholly.com.